whatever fate deals both of these parties, it has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We stand for the national anthem of France. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
I have a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
Well, for this one, while I'm not expecting a fully fledged derby, it will be very combative, very competitive at least. It can't be anything else.
The whistle, and here we go. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella up in Meccano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gig.
Oh, good effort! Goal, France! And there is your opener. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Oyarzabal. Olise, who does have an assist to his name. Nicely spread. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that is well cleared. France have the chance to go the other way. There's the shot! Again, a brilliant save.
Oyarzabal really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. That has not gone well. Hernandez. That has been slung wide. Now it's Oyarzabal. He's looking wide. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, good take and a good air. And he shoots! Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's another chance. A real chance and a real let-off.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Saliba. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Gavi. This looks chance for a shot! Rabiot. And Koundé. Dembele. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres. Tchouaméni. Dembele. Now Mbappe. And it's Rabiot. Now it's Oyarzabal. And here's Ruiz. Now it's Ferran Torres. Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ferran Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Pedri goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Llorente. And that is expertly dealt with. Koundé. Rabiot. And it's Koundé. For Olise. Tchouaméni. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a good ball out wide. And he's intervened well there. Upamecano. And it's Dembele. Now it's Gavi. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Dembele. Front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Llorente. Oh, important interception. Doué has found the net here, of course. Now it's Gavi. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Shot, surely! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Fabian Ruiz certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Koundé for Olise. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. It's a really well-measured ball. Llorente. And it's Pedri. And he's quick to return it. Shoots!
Spain are really in a position where...
Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Tchouaméni. And here's Gavi. Ferran Torres is onto this. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Dembele.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Dembele. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Doué. Now it's Pedri. Upamecano. Elise. Cucurella does well to get it back. Oyarzabal receives it in a good position here. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Llorente. Kubasi. And there's a searching pass. Oyarzabal! Now, can they get him away? Rodri. Engages and forces him off the ball. Distributed tidily. And that's really well manoeuvred. Not the most convincing of passes. Elise. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward and he's managed to get free. Cucurella did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's made its way to him. Ferran Torres. Oh, that's a very... He's having a shot! That's a fair try, but just off target. So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. France are looking to go forward now. Oh, good-looking ball. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Nice bit of trickery. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Chouameni for Elise. Elise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Rabiot. And he's been shifted off it. Chouameni. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Hangs one in. And that has been knocked clear. Dealt with nicely by the defence. He has found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Doué unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good ball, good take. And here's Ruiz. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Llorente. Pedri. He's picked his way through. Might be danger. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Unai Simon gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Gavi. Gavi. Oh, such a clever touch. Not the most accurate pass. And they're back on the ball again. Can he finish? And he hits the net. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard.
There was no getting into that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's on it. Can he get away?
Delivery.
He leaps for it. He will be livid with himself. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Pedri. Shifted it to the flank. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Ferran Torres. Upamecano. And it's Rabiot for Olise. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Played out towards the right wing. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Oyarzabal. Upamecano. Chouameni, and it's Dembele. Spread it left, and the return pass. Upamecano cuts it out. Now it's Oyarzabal, and he was quick to react. Now it's Mbappe, spread out to the left. Now it's Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres. Llorente. Now it's Gavi. Shapes to shoot! They're up to 5 corners now. Pedri with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is very well defended. Over to the right flank. And here's Ruiz. Steaming on. He's had a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
He's through here. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Olise plays it short. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Llorente. Now it's Ferran Torres. Just past the 40th minute mark. Now it's Gavi. Pass somewhat off target. Manuel gets it away. Now it's Olise. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's going wide left. He's found space here. Oh, superb. Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Fabian Ruiz. Llorente. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Dembele. Cucurella. Ferran Torres. And that has left him in a heap. Rodri. That's destined for the flank. Gavi. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rabiot. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
He's had it taken off him. That's very neat. Gavi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Mbappe. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Ferran Torres. And the referee has blown for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Spain will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Spain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Gavi. Strong running down that left flank.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now this could be a chance. Rodri. Now it's Gavi. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Gavi. Well timed, excellent interception. Saliba. And it's Dembele. Now it's Gavi. And he's only too happy to take that back. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And here's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Oyarzabal. That has been slung wide. Now it's Oyarzabal. Takes a shot! Goal! Spain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Spain leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Dembele. That's Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Delicate ball, and it's terrific effort! No, not the best of headers.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Rodri. Pedri. He's in a great position here. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Gavi. Oyarzabal. Rabiot.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Pedri. Oyarzabal receives it in a good position here. And here's Olise. And here's Mbappe. He's having a hit! Mikel Oyarzabal currently being consciously targeted.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
It's a promising position. He's got away. And the ball is out of play. And a chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Olise is offering a wry smile there.
Olise with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Rabiot. Llorente.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Can he get on the end of this? And the finish! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Doué has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Rodri. It's not an especially good pass, that. He's found a way through. Great chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Llorente. That has not gone well. Oh, just shot a goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Oyarzabal. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and himself-free. He should be locked up after that.
Rodri. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Mbappe. It's loose, and there's a ring. Oh, what has happened here? Dembele! And there's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big...
And the shot! Goal! France! And the comeback is complete! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Rabiot. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner count is rising. That's 6. Pedri goes short. Can he finish? Not a bad try by any means.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Elise. And it's Chouameni. And Koundé. Laporte cuts out the pass. Now it's Oyarzabal. Upamecano. Rabiot.
The bottom line is pressing so effective. That's why everybody's doing it now.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Doué. Rodri makes a dash for it. He's looking wide.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Dembele. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking to play him in. Elise. Oh, that's fabulous. Deliver. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 14.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 21.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Barcola succumbs to the pressure. Goes for a shot! Oh, good finish! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Saliba, Chouameni. Now it's Gavi. Pedri. And the shot! Off the post! But he's left disappointed.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 9.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Koundé. That'll be a throw-in. Now it's Pino, and it's Pedri. Yamal, and it's Rodri. Now Nico Williams. Nice interception, well timed. And it's played forward. Spread to the right.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent. Chance! And he's stuck it away. It's level again. What a match we have.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something...
And a chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Spain have scored 2 quick goals here and are right back on level terms. Barcola, he's shifting through the gears here. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Pino. And it's made its way to him. Dani Olmo. There's the shot! Oh, he's been... and again! It's hit the upright. The pass has gone astray. And here's Pedri. And he's well positioned here. And the finish! Another one of football's and how moments.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Cambio de jugadores.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And here's Pino. Well, that pass isn't the best.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, that's fabulous. Barcola, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And he has been fouled there. And it's Hernandez. Zubimendi plays the return pass. Now it's Dani Olmo. Jeremy Pino. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Spread it left. Jeremy Pino. Spread out to the left. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Akliush. He is through here. Can he get it through? Cherki, he's got away. Hoisted in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Cucurella did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Plays it through. It's a pretty loose pass. Rabiot is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Mbappe. Llorente gets over and intercepts, and he's managed to get free. Shot, surely! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Rabiot gets a good foot in there. Now it's Dani Olmo. Now it's Llorente. And it's Pedri. Tries one from range. More pressure on the opposition goal.
Spain really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Deftly away. Kubasi. Now this could be a chance. Cherki. Unai Simon. Kubasi. France go in search of a late winner. Now it's Akliouche. Yamal getting this one clear. 5 minutes to add. Chouameni. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's Pino. Oh, that's ambitious. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper. And claimed it back swiftly. Unai Simon. And here's Dani Olmo. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Cherki. Oh, there's a probing ball. That has been slung wide. He has found a way through. It's a goal kick. Ball is over the line. Threads one in. Dani Olmo. That's a throw. Chouameni. Saliba. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, that was the second half.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 16.
90 minutes gone, and nothing between them still. Spain displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cherki kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Barcola gets into a good position. And they've got rid. He's found a way past. Real chance! And that's a real chance missed. Yeremy Pino. Chouameni. He's in plenty of space here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Dani Olmo. Now it's Williams. Cherki. That is ended up in no man's land. Cherki. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Jeremy Pino. No, that's been intercepted. Akliouche. Akliouche for towering header. Crossbar comes to the rescue. And no, he had to, and yet he could not. Cherki. Oh, he's bustling through here. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Pedri. Llorente. Cherki. Knocks it into space. It's a goal kick. Foot in. Zubimendi. That's destined for the flank. Zaire Emery calmly anticipates. Cherki. Cherki going face-to-face. Shot a goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish. And it's been taken short. Spain are looking to go forward now. And it's Zubimendi. Llorente. Llorente charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pedri. Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Akliouche. Nicely weighted ball. And he won't reach that. Takes a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. They've played it short. Now it's Kante. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And now a sudden chance to counter. Jeremy Pino. Zubimendi. Now it's Dani Olmo. And he cuts out the supply. Upamecano. That's Digne. Barcola. He's found a way through. Nico Williams. Played out to the left flank. And it's Cucurella. And it's Pino. Now it's Williams. Nico Williams. Williams. Now it's Pino. Now it's Dani Olmo. That's a lovely, neat pass. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. So just 15 minutes still to come. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes, for someone to do something. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Great chance! Zubimendi, Nico Williams. That has been cut short. Now it's Mbappe. Out for a throw. And he's quick to snatch it back. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And here's Pino. Tries from distance. That's going to go a long way. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Conte. He shifted it to the flank. Barcola. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Space for him to turn and look. Out of play for a throw. No, he's not getting his way this time. Nico Williams. More and more pressure on the ball here. Spread it left. Now it's Pino. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on it. Good effort from distance. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Llorente. Zaire Emery promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Olmo. Barcola. Just eases him off the ball. Zaire Emery. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And Koundé. And it's Akliouche.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he'll try from distance. Oh, it's come off the upright. Llorente. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance for a shot! He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get...
Yes, eFootball gameplay.
Oh no, what has happened? And the shots! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
En el minuto 29 de la prórroga, el dorsal 25.
France look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Zaire Emery. Oh, good spread. Dani Olmo. Played out towards the right wing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's come loose. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Zubimendi. And that is that. Spain played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Goes for a shot! And he's gone backward here. And he's gone looking for safety. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Fabian Ruiz. Is there any support? He might not need it. Shapes to shoot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Hernandez. He's found a way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Laporte can get it clear. Gavi. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. He has found a way through. Pau Kubasi does well to get it back. Ferran Torres. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Pedri. And it's Llorente. And there's a searching pass. Rabiot, great vision. He's found space here. Great ball, and he's in here. That's really well manoeuvred. Rabiot. And it's Tchouaméni.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Defending of the desperate variety. chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Rodri. Here's Llorente. Ferran Torres.
That's good play from him.
Saliba. Now it's Doué. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Oyarzabal. Dembele to Rabiot. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Over to the right flank. Ferran Torres. And he's in on goal. Tries a shot. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Pau Kubasi making good progress on the right-hand side. He's looking wide. Cucurella. Gavi picks it up out wide. Dembele. Rabiot.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Cucurella. And it's Gavi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, that's nice. A lot. Chance, surely! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Played down the flank. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Mbappe! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Pedri. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Spread to the right. And here's Ruiz. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Nice interception, well timed. Chouameni goes long. Llorente. Llorente. That's an errant pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Oyarzabal. Mbappe. Ferran Torres. Rabiot. And it's Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. And he's lost his man here. Quality ball. Now it's Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal. And here's Gavi. Shot could be on. Rabiot. Ball played for Dembele. No outsmarting him this time. And here's Oyarzabal. Can he finish? It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Spain have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Played out to the left flank. Gavi. Oh, well played, well played. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way past. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Dembele. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Rodri. Ferran Torres. Now it's Oyarzabal. Spread it left. And it's Pedri. Knocks it out wide. And here's Pedri. Not the most accurate pass. Rabiot, played out towards the right wing. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Tchouaméni. And it's Koundé. And Upamecano. Saliba. Here's Tchouaméni. And here's Dembele. Out for a throw. Distributed tidily. Ferran Torres. Now it's Oyarzabal. He shifted it to the flank. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, good ball! Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Spain find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Tchouameni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Dembele. Elise. Now it's Mbappe. And he's running through. Tries one from range. And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
France are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Cucurella. Olise. He's shifting. Shot a goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Fabian Ruiz. And the shot! Laporte. Unai Simon. Llorente. Unai Simon. And he is dashing away. Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he's got the beating of his man. Now it's Gavi. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Saliba. Ball played for Dembele. Now it's Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, it's Doué! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Fabian Ruiz. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Knocks it into space. Olise's cross. Tries to get it clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's put paid to the danger. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Laporte. Oh, nicely intercepted. Gavi. And the return pass. Saliba. Hernandez. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Oh, what... And the shot! Oh, good finish! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Marcó en el minuto 40 el dorsal 11.
France may be down, but not out just yet. Ferran Torres. Here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal. Good driving run. That's destined for the flank. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. There's the shot! Against the crossbar. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe.
Such good technique.
And he's found a way past. He's in, must be! Big chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Ferran Torres. Saliba. Tchouaméni. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Koundé. Looking for the run. Spread neatly. Unai Simon claims it. Safe hands. Pedri. It's Gavi. And they're back on the ball again. Dembele. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, shooting chance! It's hit the upright. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Doué really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Dembele. Tchouaméni. And the referee has blown for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Spain largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So right back into the action. Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Kubasi. And a chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the
Decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. And that's Doué! And he's managed to get rid. And now they can spring out of defence. Spain are looking to go forward now. And he's forced to go back. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Llorente. Rabiot. Dembele. Rabiot. Ball played for Dembele. Oh, he's been... Real chance! Well taken goal. Just as they wanted it. Just when they wanted it. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter. But you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
That's tidy. Kubasi. And it's Rodri. And it's Llorente. It's gone for a throw-in. Dembele. Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Laporte. And Kubasi. Now it's Ferran Torres. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely spread. And here's Elise. He is through here. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, good spread. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Mbappe wins the duel this time. And it's Dembele. He's got away. That has been slung wide. Pedri. Spread out to the left. Gavi. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Cucurella, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Doué. Rabiot. Not the most convincing of passes. Fabian Ruiz, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
What's going wide left? Stood up well to him there. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now he can run. Takes a shot! And that is quite wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. France are back on level terms. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the shot! Goal! France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Can he finish? He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Spain dragged themselves back again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Rodri cuts out the pass. Dembele, good strong midfield running here. Al Kubasi clears without hesitation. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Dembele. Gavi. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Doué. Now it's Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Doué. Oh, that's well spotted. Spain have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. He's having a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Olise is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Pedri. And it's Llorente. Kubasi. That has ended up in no man's land. Tries to play it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Pedri. Throw in. Rabiot. And Cherki, and it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Oyarzabal. Dembele. Now it's Oyarzabal. Gavi going forward. Now it's Ferran Torres. Played back. And here's Oyarzabal. That's destined for the flank. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Mbappe. Cucurella cuts it out. Mikel Oyarzabal. Fabian Ruiz. He's beaten the last man. And here's Gavi. And he is dead. And he shoots! Goal! Spain! And the comeback is complete. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Spain have their lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Good ball, good take. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, he's on his own! He's charged for a shot! And that's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So a bit of a revolving door here, lots and lots of changes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 24. El dorsal
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
El dorsal 1. El dorsal 18.
Somewhat off target.
El dorsal 15.
And here's Oyarzabal. That's good running with the ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Saliba, played out to the left flank. That's really nicely... Oh, great leap! Another one of football's and how moments.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Distributed tidily. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Cherki, can he get it through? And that's gone behind for a goal kick. That is a brilliant interception. Mikel Oyarzabal. Raya. That has not gone well. Laporte defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Chouameni. This looks promising. Saliba calmly anticipates. And he's managed to get free. And he was alert to it. Akliush. He might have to go it alone here. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Mbappe. And the finish! A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Fabian Ruiz. And here's Oyarzabal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Akliush. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hernandez. Spread it left. He has found a way through. It's out for a goal kick. Chance, surely! And that's a real chance missed. Cherki goes short. Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Cross flung in towards the middle, and the keeper beats it away. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rodri.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And it's Hernandez. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zubimendi. Koundé. And it's Akliush. Cherki. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Rabiot. And it's Zubimendi. Koundé, Chouameni, Mbappe, extraordinarily with 4 goals to his name. Akliouche, and a chance! And that would have been some goal.
Akliouche clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Oh, there's a probing ball. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. 5 minutes to add. Rabiot, great defending, strong and determined. Tries from distance. Chouameni. Cherki. That has been slung wide. Chance for a shot!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Rodri. Closing in on goal, and the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Wriggles his way through. Mikel Oyarzabal turns back here, probably the best option. Spread out to the left. He's picked his way through. It's a goal kick. Tries to play it through. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Spain may have thrown this away at the death. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. And that's a poor pen.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
"90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." Laporte. Baina. And it's Llorente. Fabian Ruiz. He's shifting through the gears here. Played in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Mikel Oyarzabal. And Baina. Yamal. Laporte, who's set up one goal so far. Rodri. And the finish! And no! He had to, and yet he could not. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Subimendi. Now it's Oyarzabal. And it's Subimendi. Now it's Oyarzabal. It's a good spell of possession, this. Unai Simon. And it's Ruiz. Over to the right flank. Knocks it into space. Unai Simon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That's really well manoeuvred. Could move up a gear here. Yamal. Unai Simon. Llorente. Now it's Oyarzabal. And Laporte. And here's Oyarzabal. Can he finish? And how did he not put that away?
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Spread to the right. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Aims beyond the defence. Mbappe made a good run there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Pedri. Subimendi. Oyarzabal showing good feet. Well, they've got it again, and he's got away from it. He's in a great position here. Played out towards the right wing. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's there to clear it. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Mbappe. Decent chance! In he goes again. Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
France with the lead. Llorente. Corner given. And it's been taken short. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
En el minuto 15 de la prórroga, el dorsal
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling. Pedri.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, good spread. Raya. And it's Ruiz. Pedri. Pedri driving forwards. Barcola. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So both parties have given everything to this point in extra time. 15 minutes remain, and they have to turn their efforts to those minutes very soon.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 21.
And we're off for the final time.
El dorsal 26.
Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Now it's Barcola. Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away. He has a look up. Cherki unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's looking wide. Barcola has it in a wide position. Fabian Ruiz. That's been cut out, well played. Nicely spread. Cherki. Shapes to shoot! And he nearly went all the way.
Cherki just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Pressing high and with purpose. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, that's fabulous. Rodri did well to stay calm there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He's had it taken. Shot at goal! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
How many? Just how many? France leading now.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Mbappe gets on his bike and on the move. Spain very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Cherki. Out of play for a goal kick. Yamal. Strong running down that left flank. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Akliouche. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Subimendi. Now it's Mbappe. He might be in here.
Oh, great feat, that.
Drive. And he shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Zaire Emery. And he's been shifted off it. Zubimendi. Zubimendi running with intent. Oh, that's neat. No way through, so back it comes. Llorente.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Nicely aimed pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rodri. Spain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Saliba. That's a smartly directed ball. Pedri. Oh, that's well spotted. Akliouche. Now Mbappe. Great vision. And that was asking for too much. Rodri. He shifted it to the flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's a dangerous ball. That's the end. Spain illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's a...
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Oyarzabal! That's a fair try, but just off target. Koundé pinches it off him. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Doué. Throw it. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, this fella, Upamecano, is remarkably forward-thinking for a centre-back. I really like the way he's proactive in everything he does, often stepping out of that defensive line and pressing people much further up the pitch. It's risky business, but he can handle it.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Mbappe. Now it's Oyarzabal. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oyarzabal is offering a wry smile there.
Spain with the corner, they're first. They've played it short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
France are looking to go forward now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Llorente. Ferran Torres. Upright and purposeful. Pedri. Pedri! Now, who's going to be first to this? And again! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Spain really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Corner number 2 then. Pedri plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Chouameni. And here's eFootball. Real chance. Decent chance! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
El dorsal 21.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Olise, and he's managed to get free. That's an imaginative pass. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's eFootball. Now it's Gavi. He's on it, can he get away? Lovely ball and a real chance now. Pass somewhat off target. Rabiot. Dembele. And it's Dembele. Now he's running away. That has been slung wide.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Big chance! Spain leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Over to the right flank. Olise in acres of space out wide. Chance for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Pedri. Now it's eFootball. eFootball. Oh, look at this. Can he finish? It's in! And this is getting better and better. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nice. And the shot! And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Doué, played into the box. Getting up there! And that's a good finish. Back to within one. Interesting. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, sweet feet. And the shot! Look at the space here. Has another go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. And he is deftly away. Mbappe! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
Rodri.
Video like or subscribe, please.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now it's Gavi. Now this could be a chance. Upamecano.
वीडियो लाइक और सब्सक्राइब कर दें जल्दी जल्दी.
Now Saliba. Upamecano. It's not an especially good pass. Ah, he's given it away. Ferran Torres.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Dembele. Looking to play him in. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Mbappe. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Doué.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, shooting chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Shot could... And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. It's a good foot in there. Dembele. Mbappe. Olise goes short. Drive. There's the header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Lovely. There's the shot! And that's a tiny finish. France are back on level terms. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. And here's Mbappe, and he's lost his man here. He's having a shot! Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
France leading now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oyarzabal is onto this. Spread out to the left, and here's Doué. Now it's Mbappe, and he's been shifted off it. That has not gone well. Now it's Oyarzabal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He has found the way through. Incoming delivery. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Chouameni. And here's Elise. He's found the way through. And it's pulled, shoots! Oh, he's done it! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
If you have that good a connection, you know where that's going to end up, Peter. I think he knew the moment he caught it.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
France go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pedri. Chance! And it's in! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Llorente did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to come. And a chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
लाइक का बटन दबा दे और सब्सक्राइब कर दें जल्दी जल्दी.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tchouaméni makes the interception. Hernandez cuts it out. Now it's Mbappe. And it's made its way to him, and he's running through. Oyarzabal couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. And it's Pedri. Pedri. And he shoots! Deftly away. Koundé. And it's Rabiot. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now Saliba. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Ferran Torres. Driving forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now it's Oyarzabal. Gavi. Back towards the middle. That has been cut short. That's going wide left. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. And it's Pedri. Now it's Gavi. It's a pretty loose pass. Good take, and is he in?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Koundé. Elise. Dembele. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Elise. Gavi. Now it's Ferran Torres. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Rabiot. Fabian Ruiz. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Corner then. So, third corner of the game. Pedri with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Doué. Looking for options for movement. He's in plenty of space here. Real chance!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Rodri.
सब्सक्राइब का बटन दबा दो
It's Ruiz for Ferran Torres.
सब्सक्राइब का बटन दबा दें
Tchouaméni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And that has left him in a heap. Spread it left. And it's Gavi. Oh, that's delightful. Laporte, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Dembele. Picked out brilliantly. Backward it goes. And that is well cleared. He's got away. Now it's Mbappe.
That's going in strongly.
Llorente does well to get it back. Now it's Gavi. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run. Olise. And the referee has blown for half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So let's get the ball rolling.
Spain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Llorente. Oyarzabal might just make this. Dembele. And here's Mbappe, and he's got away from him. Shot a goal! And a neat finish! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Marcó en el minuto 48 el dorsal 7.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Rabiot looking understandably energised after his goal. Doué, and that's been drilled in. Rodri gets it clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, it's come loose. Ferran Torres was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now that's well seen too. Doué. And it's Dembele. Doué looking to receive it in space. He's shifting through the gears here. Doué's cross. Olise gets flagged offside. Laporte. That's destined for the flank. And that's a throw-in. That pass isn't the best. Spread to the right. Doué.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
France visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Out of play for a goal kick. Doué. He's looking wide. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Hernandez clears without hesitation. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Played out to the left flank. And it's Cucurella. This looks promising. Real chance here. And that has been knocked clear. Gavi receives it in a good position here. Gavi! Rabiot.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
That is ended up in no man's land. Mikel Oyarzabal being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to...
Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? He is through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, really well played.
Pass is just off target. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Gavi. Ferran Torres. That is a brilliant interception. Rabiot.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 29.830 espectadores.
No, that's been intercepted. Kubasi. So we've reached the hour mark. Shifted it to the flank. And here's Pedri. Pedri. Shot, surely! Oh, he's been caught napping. Doué. Now Saliba. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Llorente. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And here's Oyarzabal. Mikel Oyarzabal driving forwards. That's good play. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Gavi. Koundé defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Ferran Torres, spread it left, and it's Gavi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Gavi. And here's Oyarzabal. Works it forward. Ferran Torres. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Engages and forces him off the ball. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Kubasi. That's going wide left. Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Oyarzabal. Gavi. Good ball, good take. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Oyarzabal with a real chance here. So the perfect chance to get one back. Cucurella. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! And no mistake. Right back in the game. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Spread out to the left. Now it's Pedri. And the finish! And that's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Delivers the ball. Terrific effort! Goal, France! And again they hit the front. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And it's made its way to him. Great chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Gavi is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Barcola to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Chouameni, he's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Mbappe. It's a good ball out wide. That has not gone well. Cherki, can he get on the end of this? And he shoots! Oh, it's hit the post!
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Pedri. Dembele. Cherki. Tries to play it through. Now there's a fine ball. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Pedri. There's the header! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
That's going wide left. He's got away. Good claim. No margin for error there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Laporte does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Oyarzabal. Koundé. And it's Chouameni. That's Rabiot. And it's Dembele. Always goal side. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's hit the upright. That is decidedly lacking.
Barcola clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Cambio de jugadores.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! Well taken goal. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. France now in a position far more desirable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's burst through. And he shoots! Goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
How many? Just how many? It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Get a throw in. That looks a decent ball. It's a goal kick. Gently done. It's a pretty loose pass. That has been slung wide. Fabian Ruiz. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Akliouche. Aimed beyond the defence. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Mbappe. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Gavi. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So could they be onto something here? Cherky. There's the... In he goes again! Oh, good finish! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Marcó en el minuto 90 el dorsal 25.
France, palpably stronger, better, superior.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe, oh, this is a terrific run. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Barcola. Gavi. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly... Shoots! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Knocks it into space. Overhit and out of play. Great ball. He's had a shot! Oh, extraordinary. That's destined for the flank. That's a good run down the left. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Cherki. Well timed, excellent interception. He is through here. Akliouche. And a chance! Now how often do you see that? Over to the right flank. And that is out of play. Great chance! It's a loose ball. And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Pinches it off him. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent.
Oh, good climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
He's gone direct here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Olise. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Spread out to the left. Played back into the centre. Looking for the run. Olise receives it in a wide position. Showing good feet. Dembele. Baina. Rodri. It's Pedri. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Yamal. It's a threatening ball. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And here's Baina. Yamal is onto this.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Decent chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Lamine Yamal is offering a right smile there.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to pass it through. Skims one in. Mignon claims it without any fuss. And it's Doué. Doué gets into a good position. Foot in. Throw in. Defending of the desperate variety. Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So it is still 0-0. Upamecano. And here's Doué. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Pedri. Baina. Plays the return pass. And it's Rodri. Now it's Baina. Oh, good spread. And here's Yamal. Lovely feet. And here's... Oyarzabal! Goal! Spain! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Spain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And it's Doué. Aimed beyond the defence. Baina. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Olise picks it up out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Spread to the right. Now it's Yamal. No, it's come to nothing. Saliba.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And here's Olise. Laporte kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pedri, good-looking ball. Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Threads one in, crosses it, there's the header! And it's in! A quite incredible spell, they are flying! Satisfyingly simple, there's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Kubasi. Dembele knocks it into space. And it's made its way to him. And he's got away from it. Now the delivery. He leaps for it. It's a goal! The stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and made it perfectly.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Shot a goal! And that's a sharp finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
And that is indeed the final act.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Spain largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So off we go again. Upamecano. Now Saliba. Chouameni looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pedri. And Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Saliba tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And the finish! Pass somewhat off target. And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Spain visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Dembele. Pedri proves too strong. Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good spread. Baina calmly anticipates. Baina currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, he's been a real pest on that flank, Peter, but I think life is about to get tougher.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Chouameni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Referee's given a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hernandez. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's found a way through. Nice interception, well timed. Dembele. Gently done. Now it's Olise. Mbappe. No, he's not getting any further than that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hernandez. Rabiot. And it's Chouameni. Now it's Oyarzabal. Nicely aimed pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Doué. And it's Dembele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's on it, can he get away? Lovely bit of skill. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oyarzabal gets flagged offside.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20, le numéro 11,
le numéro 7. À leur place, le numéro 12, le numéro 24, le numéro 25.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's onside, and he's found a way past. Rabiot. And Akliouche. Chouameni. Cherki. And here's Mbappe. Rodri does well to get it back. Pedri. For Ferran Torres. Played out towards the right wing. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Not the most accurate pass. Koundé. Baina was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Chance here to counter. Pedri. And it's Marino. Eric Garcia. Now it's Llorente. This looks promising. Oyarzabal. And he's certainly onside here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. So it's down to business here. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Pedri. Now it's Baina. Plays a sharp little ball here. Great chance!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Koundé. Here's Chouameni. Elise. Oh, that's a key interception. Pedri. Over to the right flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's destined for the flank. And here's Baina. Cross in. Look. Gets his head on it! Goal! Spain! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Le numéro 4.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
He's being urged to... There's the shot! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Chouameni. All played for Dembele. Rabiot. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Space for him to turn and look. Yamal! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And it's played in. That has been knocked clear. That's the throw. And it's Dembele. Takes aim and crosses. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mikel Oyarzabal. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. And that pass just didn't quite work. Chouameni. Can he get it through? And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Baina. And it's Pedri. Nicely spread. Yamal. Eric Garcia. And here's Oyarzabal. And he's in on Pedri! And that's a good finish. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Le numéro 8.
Spain go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now it's Olise. Now, can they get him away? Dembele. Oh, this is a... And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
That's beautifully weighted. Baina. Looking to play him in. He's in a great position here.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Hernandez. And it's Doué.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pedri. Spread it left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Biner. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Looking for options for movement. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Yamal. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Saliba. Here's Chouameni. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Spain are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Spain claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. So we're off again. No, that's been intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Dembele. Rabiot. Doué. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Fabian Ruiz providing an outlet on that flank. Terrific effort! Oh, good finish! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Spain palpably stronger, better, superior. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Good ball, good take. Played out wide. Pings it across.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Yamal. Now that's well seen too. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Pedri. And he's picked it up out wide. Bullish header! Oyarzabal is flagged offside. Now it's Oyarzabal. Yamal receives it in a good position here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Distributed tidily. Chouameni moved on forwards, and it's Bina. He's well positioned here, he's cut it out. Koundé, and it's Rabiot for Olise. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Olise.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oyarzabal, who does have an assist to his name. Bina. Now it's Pedri. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chouameni closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's a good ball out wide. Bina. Well, that looks a decent ball. That is a great pick out. Tries a shot! And that is wildly off target. Dembele. Now it's Oyarzabal. Who's looking wide. Chance to deliver. Oyarzabal! Oh, brilliant save. Dealt with nicely by the defence. France have the chance to go the other way. And here's Bina. And it's Fabian Ruiz. Shot, surely! And a neat finish. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Spain are having a ball here. Koundé. Dembele. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Can he get on the end of this? Pedri. Bina. The final 5 minutes. It's a promising position. Now it's Yamal. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Out towards the flank. Now it's Pedri. Now the cross. And he's stuck it away. But that is not going to count.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Eric Garcia
Il y aura 4 minutes
into a
de temps
minimum of
additionnel.
4 minutes additional time. Now it's Doué. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Olise. That's tidy. He's in a great position here. Oh, what has happened here? And that's a throw-in. And it's Koundé. Koundé's cross. Eric Garcia can get it clear. And there goes the final whistle. Spain can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Spain can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Votre attention, chers spectateurs. Nous vous demandons de bien vouloir garer vos véhicules uniquement dans les parkings prévus les jours de match. Merci de votre compréhension.